everyone, and welcome to another Sunday afternoon chat coming to you from JFK Airport. That's right, John Fitzgerald Kennedy Airport in New York City, where we have the opportunity to spend an extra day because of the nor'easter. That's right, we have a nor'easter that came through here. You know, in the south we have tornadoes, in the south we have hurricanes, we have windstorms, we have sandstorms, we have dust storms, we have all kinds of stuff, but in the north they have what they call a nor'easter, and that's exactly what we've had go on right here. And so we got to spend one more day in New York City, and it's been quite an experience here. Let me tell you, it's been really quite an experience because, well, we just never spent a week in New York City before. I've driven through here before with a boat, which is quite an experience, pulling a Ranger boat through downtown New York City. It's a big deal. You get a lot of people looking at you, that's for sure. But we came up here to see some Broadway plays and just to have a great time, kind of a vacation in Oklahoma City. We've shot some Catch of the Days. Those of you that are on our Catch of the Days channel have been seeing those. If you're not on our Catch of the Day channel, go over there and subscribe to that channel right now. Subscribe to that channel. We've got 19,000 some odd on there, not very far away from 20,000 subscribers on Catch of the Day. We're reading from our new book, Catch a Better Life, and I promise you, if you will get on that channel, you will have a better life in 2022. I know 2020 been kind of a crazy year, 2020 even worse, but you will have a better life if you'll get over there and just listen to those devotionals, scriptures, fishing tips every single day. You'll become a better fisherman, you'll become a better person, better father, a better mother, a better brother, a better sister. The Catch a Better Life on the Catch of the Day channel it's an amazing book. We just got the first 2 copies of the book. We'll have a bunch more of them. We've got several hundred, I guess close to 1,000 on pre-order right now from folks, and we'll be shipping those out just as soon as we get those in the next couple of weeks. But back to New York City, I'm telling you. Actually, this is a 2019 birthday present. That's right, a 2019 Christmas present. I said birthday, but our birthday's in July, so you couldn't get a present in December from July. A Christmas present from 2019 from Jack and Sherry, and they had bought us tickets to the Music Man, first-class airplane tickets up here on American Airlines, and a nice hotel at the Westin, and just going to have a great time up here together, just kind of a family outing. And then the COVID hit. Before that happened. The plays were all canceled. Broadway was shut down. And it lasted through 21, and here we are finally in 2022. But we got a bonus out of it because in addition to seeing the Music Man, we saw the Lion King, which is spectacular. To be honest with you, Chris and I both enjoyed the Music Man better than the Lion King, although the Lion King is a incredible, spectacular production. I mean, it's just amazing with all of the many costumes and how they brought that big screen movie to life with real people as animals. I mean, it was just it's an amazing thing. The Music Man, you got to be an old guy like me to kind of appreciate that, because I saw the movie when it came out years ago. We loved 76 Trombones led the big parade, and so that is fantastic, and the whole thing, and it was just I think the guy's name is Hugh Jackman that was a lead in that, and it just everybody, it was remarkable, but he was spectacular. He just couldn't have been any better, and is real famous actor. But and we saw the second time they put that on. Can you imagine doing that day after day after day with the energy and the excitement that they do that? I've never been to a Broadway play, neither has Chris, and she enjoyed it, I enjoyed it, Jack and Sherry loved it all as well, and we just had a great time. But let me tell you, I gotta tell you this, guys and girls, New York City ain't Twin Eagle Ranch. In fact, I've been kind of surprised that we've been over here doing this and somebody hadn't come along and said, hey boy, put your mask on. You have to have a mask to go anywhere in New York City. Not only that, you have to have an identification and a vaccination card. You have to show that you have had COVID vaccination to get into a Smash Burger, to get into a Pizza Hut, to get into a CVC or a Walmart. You probably even got to have a vaccination card and ID to get into church. I don't know. It is the most Marxist, craziest thing I've ever heard of. And this is coming to a state near you, I believe, as long as the people in power stay in power, because that is exactly what they want, a Marxist society where we are all just simply numbers, and we got to show our number, And the Bible says they'll put a number on your forehead. That's what the Bible says. They'll put a number on your forehead before you can buy anything. You know, we couldn't even go to a restaurant. I think we went to one restaurant that didn't ask for a vaccination card. I'm not even sure about that. They might have asked that and I didn't know about it. I think maybe Sherry had all of that and had so she could show everybody. But just to go in and sit down and eat. The restaurants were crowded. They talk about how bad the restaurant business has been in New York City. I'm sure it was bad. Not bad now. We went to some Carmine's, which was fantastic. We went to a French restaurant, which was fantastic. And we went to Peter Luger's, which those of you that have been to New York, that's like the best steakhouse ever. They bring out porterhouses. You order them for 2 or 3 or 4. Even though there was 4 of us, we ordered for 3, and we still were stuffed. We were so stuffed we couldn't even get the dessert. And the dessert, they say, is to die for. But I got to admit, Southern boy, I have lots of desserts that are there to die for. I have eaten lots of desserts like that in my life. But so we waited and got back, and they had some of the best carrot cake, which those of y'all that know me very well know that carrot cake is my favorite vegetable. I eat lots of carrot cake vegetables, as a matter of fact. But we had some in a deli a couple days before, and it was out of sight. So we had one at another deli later that night when we went to Peter Luger's, when we had a chance to let that big porterhouse settle down a little bit. Giant salad, giant baked potatoes, and so we were stuffed. But the cheesecake at the other deli wasn't quite as good. I think it was at the end of the day, 10 or 11 o'clock at night. I think that cheesecake had been sitting there all day. It really wasn't quite as good as the one I'd had earlier in the day. Went to the Brooklyn Eatery, ate a pot pie as big as a watermelon. I'm telling you, as big as a watermelon. It was amazing. We actually ordered 2 pot pies for 4 people, which we thought was, you know, just a light lunch. And the guy said, "You want 2 for 4?" And he thought we wasn't ordering enough. He's thinking we probably needed only 1 for 4. It was big as a dinner plate. I guarantee you, it was huge. So we've had a fine and great time up here eating. And we got caught by the nor'easter. Only here in New York, they only got about a foot of snow. Not too far from here, they got 26, 28, 30 inches. Set records in some of the areas around Massachusetts and New Hampshire. I saw some pictures of some of that up there. I've been to New Hampshire in the wintertime in the snow, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, there's not that many people in New Hampshire, so when you drive through the country in New Hampshire after a big snowstorm, it just looks like a postcard everywhere you look. Just gorgeous, gorgeous. And the shots that I saw this morning were drone pictures that were showing the places in Massachusetts and New Hampshire, and they were spectacular. They were absolutely spectacular. But we are headed back to Oklahoma, and get this, you know, the high in Oklahoma today at Twin Eagle Ranch, 70 degrees. That's right, 70 degrees. It's supposed to be 70 tomorrow, 65 the next day, and then the bottom's going to drop out of it again. But this, the great thing about today is we are getting ready to enter into, in another day or so, I guess tomorrow or day after tomorrow, I guess it is, the shortest month of the year. It's the lousiest month of the year also. I think that when God created February, he did it to humble us, because all the other months are so great. They've got great holidays, they've got great things going on, they've got great fishing and hunting mostly. February, most of the hunting seasons are closed in most of the places all around the South. Still chase a duck in a place or two, still chase a deer in a place or two. South Texas, turkey season opens up, or it's still on because it's the end of deer season. So there are places, few places you got, but most places you can't hunt. Most places it's too cold to fish. The fishing's not really got good yet. So February is one of those throwaway months. Now, God gave us February maybe to humble us, just my opinion, gave us February to humble us, but he also made it very, very short to humor us a little bit too and say it won't last long. And the great thing about it, where we live in Oklahoma, February 15th, which is just a couple of weeks away, February 15th is where we sort of turn the corner. We still have some lousy, cold, messy, dirty weather in February, but these fronts only last usually a day or two once we get into February. And we might have a day or two of really bad weather, like I think it's supposed to get down to 6 or 8 degrees at Twin Eagle Ranch Tuesday night or Wednesday night. And this is after 3 or 4 days in the high 60s and low 70s. 60s and 70s, down to 6 or 8 degrees one night. So we're gonna have to leave the water running that night. But then that's only gonna last 2 or 3 days, and it'll be right back up in the 50s and 60s again. So 50-degree weather is not bad for southern Oklahoma. I'll take it. But those fronts only last 2 or 3 days, and then we have these real pretty days. Then maybe another front or two, and then pretty soon, before you know it, February's over, you're into March, and March is the beginning of spring, the way I look at it. I know it's not officially spring, but it's the beginning of spring. So we got a great week planned this week. I've got some appearances. I will be in Caruthersville, Missouri at a big distributor show. I'll be there. I'm hopefully going to get there early enough Thursday night to have dinner with everybody. So if you're at that show, look me up and say hi. And I'll be there probably all day Friday. I'll be in Chattanooga on Saturday night at a big Baptist church, and we're going to have a great event there. Just going to be a super time. I want to think, if I'm thinking right, that might be like the 25th anniversary of their Beast Feed, if I got my churches right. You know, we've got quite a few churches booked over the next 2 or 3 months, and I was thinking that if that's right, that'll be the 25th. So see you there that night. There'll be hundreds and hundreds of people there. We're going to have a great evening. They've got great door prizes. Obviously, a great meal. You go to a Baptist church, they're going to feed you. They're going to feed you. That's just all there is to it. Here, an announcement over here. They're probably making an announcement that makes sure that everybody puts their mask on. So I'm going to put my mask on and just tell everybody to have a great week. We'll be seeing you every morning on the Catch of the Day YouTube channel. Be sure and subscribe to that channel. If you want to pre-order that book, Catch a Better Life, we're accepting pre-orders right now. Area code 918-457-5115, or just check it out on jimmyhouston.com. We got about 1,000 on pre-order right now, so it might take me a while to sign a lot of those, but if you want yours personalized, signed, autographed, be sure and let them know when you order. Guys and girls, go out there and have a great one this week, and remember, I sure do love you.